for joining us and welcome sports fans. You are now watching the Baseball Hippie Show, Baseball Hippie Show, Baseball Hippie Show. Wow, it's the Baseball Hippie Show. Welcome all, it's just love and baseball. Just love and baseball. Just love and baseball. Baseball Hippie Show. Welcome all, it's just love and baseball. Baseball Hippie Show. Welcome all, it's just love and baseball. Baseball, just love and baseball. Just love and baseball. Baseball, just love and baseball. Just love and baseball. Baseball Hippie Show. Welcome all, it's just love and baseball. Baseball Hippie Show. Welcome all, it's just love and baseball. Baseball.
I remember when it was all just love and baseball. Back in the simpler days. You're watching the Baseball Hippie Show. I'm the Baseball Hippie. Got the engineer extraordinaire, Brownbear to my right, left, and to my up, down. We've got social media managerial candidate of the year, social media manager of the year.
What up?
The Bruce Bochy Award. We give to Tobe's, aka 1080 T dot.
1080.
Oh, more like
Not very 1080 right
right, when I say that, it's more like
Yeah.
16-bit T.
Hey, there we go. There you go.
Well, fellas, it's been a little while. The Mariners look a little different. How we doing, Brownbear? Starting with you. Oh, what?
Randy.
You got the Randy. You got the coveted $500 Randy Rosarina bobblehead doing the.
He's got the chain, dude.
With the chain accessory.
With the chain.
Yeah, my chain's got a chain. Wow.
My chain's got a chain.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I'm good. We're good. Mariners are cruising right now in this game that's going on. Chilling. Went to a Portland Pickles game on Sunday. That was my first one, and brought my son. That was tight. He was a little overwhelmed, but it was tight.
Man, I've been to one of those. That stadium rules.
Yeah,
it's in the outfield, right?
It's pretty chill. Yeah, they have a couple berm areas on either side. It was packed, so like we got there a little late. So he's 2.5. He doesn't sit still for more than like 2 minutes at a time. So we mostly just like did laps around the place, walking around, checking things out. It was funny. We stood like right behind home plate for a minute, and he, for whatever reason, when we watch baseball, he's like locked in on umpires, and he thinks umpires are cool for whatever reason. But it was super cute. We saw like the actual umpire in action, and he got like so shy and embarrassed. Like it's like he was meeting his hero. It's pretty funny. Like a real live umpire. Oh man. But yeah, it was chill. It's fun. I'm doing good.
Nice, man.
Did you happen to be at that one where that fan hit a home run?
No, we were at the next day, and that apparently was a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, he was like a pro player or something like that.
He's not a pro player, but he's a college player. So I don't know how much it was like. I haven't seen anything saying like they definitely like planted him and picked him intentionally, but he was not just like your average fan. It may have just been random that's who got picked, and that's how it worked out. And you still got to hit a home run with a wood bat on like a real baseball field. It's nothing to smirk at, but it wasn't just like some Joe Schmo like never played baseball before.
Yeah. It wasn't just a half court shot picked from like a random guy.
Yeah.
Fred from accounting.
It's still a cool moment though. for sure.
Yeah, he parked that. It's fun for fan day, but
yeah,
I didn't believe it. I mean, when I saw it too, I was like, yeah, there's no way this guy because, well, I mean, maybe I don't know, but not. I'd say 1 out of 10 of everybody in a stadium, maybe 1 out of 20 could even hit a home run. Probably maybe even more.
Dude, 1 out of 20 to even touch the ball.
I was gonna say, yeah, if he's throwing even 70 miles an hour, I would say 1 out of 20 to even foul tip it would be pretty impressive.
You're right.
Yeah.
Man, Tobe, I thought of your home run back in the day when I saw that, because I was like, man, maybe he just really got that low, cupped it, just like, because I saw Tobe hit a big home run, cleared center field, and hit a car in the parking lot. Like, I mean, Tobe, that was sick,
dude,
but like, no
you
offense,
get one, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I have hit anything 80 feet near that.
No, I don't. No, I don't think I'll ever get close to that.
Physics, dude.
I don't think I'll ever get close to that.
It was like Happy Gilmore.
Bro, yeah.
Hey,
everybody gets one, man. Everybody gets one dunk. Everybody gets one home run.
Yeah, I never got my dunk, but that's chill.
Nah, dude, I'm never getting a dunk in my life.
Yeah.
Gotta believe.
Yeah. What up with you, though, Tub? How's it going?
Man, doing good. Feels good to be back, man. I feel like we've all had a pretty busy summer, but things are a little diffy for the M, so we had to light up the beacons, man.
Yeah,
we had to come together, talk about some ball.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I was thinking when you were talking about being excited for the Mariners, what a weird juxtaposition from last year where we were winning the division. We were leading the division by like 10 games, but everybody was like uneasy and did not feel like we had it. I just had my homie say like, hey man, you want to put $100 on the Mariners winning the World Series for a $1,400 payout? It's like, I feel like we aren't even in the playoffs. I don't think, are we?
Yeah, we're the third wild card team right now.
Okay, yeah, we're the third wild card, but the excitement and just the feeling is like literally a 180.
Yeah, well, it says something when the team finally, after year after year after year of like, I feel like the mantra has been like, oh, we got all these dudes coming back from the injured list. So it's basically like we made a bunch of new pickups. And like literally Jerry has said shit like that before. Like, so I think everyone was expecting him to be like, well, we're getting Robles and Bryce Miller back in September. So like, that's basically like we just picked up a new pitcher and a new outfielder. So I think when you're expecting that, when they do literally anything to show that they're trying to go in. And then on top of that, I think we probably talk about this more later, but on top of that, for giving up really not much to get arguably the two best offensive players available, like, let's rock, dude.
Yeah, 100%. Plus the lineup top to bottom just has it's less like, we just before the show we're talking about how big dumpers, having off, not doing as well as his beginning of the season, but it's like you can have a little more of that when you have so many guys, a little bit, but
he'll get back to it, even if he doesn't get back to mashing, like having 2 homer games every third game or whatever it felt like before the break. Even if he doesn't get back to that and he just gets back to like, half of what that was, you're right, the lineup has just changed. And yeah, from top to bottom, there's very few holes, and even like the weaker spots are way more protected now.
It's crazy. Well, we'll get into it. We'll get into that and a lot more. But first, you guys got any shout outs this week?
Shout out Portland Pickles.
Oh yeah, shout out
Pickles.
I got these shorts from What is this? Hardwood Classic Vintage.
Oh, damn.
I got the swagged out.
Those are sick.
Oh, there you go.
I got the Sonic.
Property.
Shout out these.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. I seen those.
Yeah.
They're nice.
Yeah, I'm swagged
There you
out
go.
now. I'm a professional fuckboy.
Super swag.
Professional fuckboy.
Man, I wonder if this is. Look at this tag, y'all. I wonder if this is just a knot. This just looks like a fake ass Michelin nest, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
It's all
got
pixelated.
Harwood Vintage Classics. That's the name of the company. That's crazy. Well, I don't know why. Why does it have the American Express? You see that? Why does it just say American Express right there? Anyways, shout out these guys. I need some mesh shorts. Hooping, pajamas.
There you go.
Yeah. So shout out them. Also shout out Tobe. I was showing Brownbear before the show. I've been deep on agenic. Trying to brainstorm this agenic baseball agent. Well, if you look, Screwball AI, this guy, he's tapped in. I really appreciate that this guy made this because he's actually taught me already a lot about free baseball statistics. And man, the baseball guys, I'm telling you right now, trying to build this little baseball AI, I feel like, we're in the AI goal rush. What better, try to make a little, try to get something cracking here maybe. But man, the baseball stat world is no fucking joke. I'm learning a ton. And like it is like Fangraphs, Baseball Savant, and Baseball Reference, and then there's these proprietary like commercial stat like suppliers that give you the real-time stats and update like ESPN, and then MLB has kind of its own thing, it looks like, but like the open source like retro sheet is like crazy. Like they all get their data from just people, volunteers that just watch every game and just document it. And then it's crazy because like even like the legality of a statistic is weird, because if Julio Rodriguez has 20 homers, that's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? But like how you get the statistic is weird, gray. Like you can't just be it ain't all free. So shout out to Screwball AI because he's using like free statistics. I know he pays probably Sports Radar on his site for the up-to-date stats, but
So is this the guy you're talking about who worked with the sabermetric stuff, or is this just a different one?
man, this is a different one. Also, this led me to I might read a baseball statistic book called The Book. Literally just called The Book. And it's like this guy has built upon sabermetrics and what I learned in Moneyball. And he has this new, like, there's this other way with using machine learning and computers is like every pitch, he has this like, I haven't read it, so I'm going to read it and come back to you guys on it. But like supposedly every pitch, there's somewhere like between 200 and 300 possibilities. And then he has these ways of like, he has like prediction models and all that. So it's like there's a whole wave where I thought Moneyball and all the sabermetrics had kind of peaked. But I kind of think like there's just the new wave is like even more advanced. Now, does it get you a better baseball team? I don't know. I don't know the inner workings. Does it make you better baseball betting? I don't know either. But baseball stats are cool, guys. That's all I gotta say.
No, it is cool. And it's been, I mean, people have been analyzing baseball stats long before there was tools like this to do it. So I think this is just the next version of that.
Yeah, and I'm know probably for a fact that I'm learning more about AI. I just never I'm a computer programmer, but I never, AI is it's got a little snake oil to it. It's like I've used it. I thought it was good. I thought it was dumb, XYZ, but teams definitely use machine learning would be my guess, because they're all about statistics and probability. And I'm guessing most mathematicians use some form of giving a computer something and then letting it, repeat and kind of come up with like a human answer, but like quicker or, more diligently or whatever. And they might use AI. Like wouldn't be surprised if Topoto had some AI shit. But like for the normal fan, I just don't think it's out there. And like ChatGPT is not that great. And even when I was talking to you about it, Tobe, it's like even the stat websites that exist, they're not that intuitive. So there's a weird like market there, I think. So shout out to Screwball, man. He's kind of like. And like the way the website looks is like how I imagined it. Like it's kind of got that 1995 Windows 95. Like it's like we're on like level 1 again, and like AI is like the .com boom. And I do think it will bust because of how much infrastructure they're putting in. Not everyone's going to be a winner, but we don't know who the Googles are going to be yet. I mean, we kind of have an idea, probably, because we know the big players. In LLM, which is, DeepSeek and Anthropic and ChatGPT and Gemini. But these little agents that do specialized shit, we don't know the agent that's going to hit. And everyone's going to be like, oh, shit, this shit's cool. So.
Well, I think, like, that's, like, more and more, I think people are looking for things that are usable. You don't need, like, a fancy UI if your shit works. Yes. And does what somebody wants to do. And I don't know, I feel like a good example, this is like way down a different path. We don't have to go too deep on this, but like I feel like Microsoft for the last 30 years has been pushing out the same product with just dumb UI upgrades to make it look fancier in a way. And it just like works the same as it did in 1995 for the most part.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure someone out there will correct me or could correct me, but like I feel like generally Microsoft Word from Windows 95 works exactly the same as it does now. So like, I just like to like how much time and effort and money have they put into trying to make like Windows products just like look modern when they should really have just been trying to make it all work better.
Yep. Yeah. That's it. I mean, that's 100%. That's 100%. And, yeah, man, just, I agree with that. And, again, just shout out to this dude, Screwball AI. I'm actually going to email him probably next weekend. And just see what his deal is. Cause, it's just one dude, it looks like, from Sacramento. I won't give his name out on the pod, but, it's got growth too, because like what his what we call an MVP, right? Remember, you might know that. It was like the central idea is in place. He's got proof of concept on this website. It's like it can do the verses.
I was like, I know what an MVP is. You mean like minimum viable product?
Yeah, like it can do the verses, it can do the splits, and then it can just give you straight up stats, or it can do like tell me a stat for this month. It can't do some fielding stuff as you just saw, but the growth is there where like you can't talk to it. That's a thing that people probably want in the future. And then it doesn't have pictures and like blurbs. It just has the box score. And so my guess is that's where he's probably going to go with it next. But I just think that this idea has a lot of legs, weirdly, like a baseball genius, like an Ask Jeeves of baseball. So I'm trying to build one myself. So I obviously I don't know a lot about it, so it's going to take a while, but it's a cool journey to go on. So shout out.
Yeah, this thing's pretty badass. I've never looked at this. This is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I found it while I was doing research for my what I'm in the prototype phases of calling probaseball.ai, but Yeah, I don't know. I might just I might just send this guy an email like, "Yo, I want to work for Screwball AI. I literally will do anything. I have a full-time job, so it's like, just hire me as an intern. Fuck it, because I want to learn. I want to learn exactly how he's doing it because I have an idea how. Because he gives you the query back. I have an idea how to build those queries because I tried building one, as I was telling Brownbear, I successfully got Julio Rodriguez versus Verlander on my own local database. I could show it the correct stats, so that was cool just to do that with this data that I got. So from Retro Sheet, which is a volunteer based thing, so it's just like crazy, dude. But then I'm also learning on like what are the what is a special stat, what is the weird stat, and like splits and verses are a big one. Like you want to know left and right matchups usually, or you want to know how someone was doing in a month or in a certain like period of time. And then the verses I think is also pretty big. Like you want to see who's versus who. But these types of things, what do you want it to do? We need to write down a list of literally once I build it, that's what I'm going to be asking for is like, what do you think this thing should do? Because then you just got to, teach it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out
man. Yeah, shout out Screwball. We'll see where that
Screwball.
goes. Also, quickie. I'm not quite finished with Juiced, but man, that book is fucking unhinged, guys. I how to read this shit.
Yeah, you got any new stories from it?
Dude, he is just like, I'm trying to finish the last like 40 pages, and he just like, he's told his like life story, and then he's just like, managers. Like literally a chapter is called Managers. He's just like, Joe Torre. Yeah, he was cool. Like he's just like kind of like just trailing off. It's hella weird. It's like he's gotten the meat of the story, and they're just like, we need 100 more pages. Jose, he's like, all right, got you. So he's just like saying random shit, and he's just like, he gives me mad Trump vibes. I hate to do him like that, even though he would never step back, and he says, I'll never go back to Florida because he spent 3 months in jail in Florida. But yeah, he's so interesting. And roids, man. He said 8 in 10 players he thinks were doing roids in the year early 2000s of every clubhouse.
Damn.
So it's an interesting thing. But yeah, Juice, shout out Juice. All right, man. So thanks for letting me go on that little diatribe there, guys. Weekly roundup. We got 30 minutes. What should we just start Mariners or should we start League? What do you guys think?
I think we could probably spend the whole rest of the time just talking about the Mariners.
Let's do it, man. All right. So first off, literally, your boy, you guys is probably collective favorite player. I like both of you guys came into my mind when I was like reading my phone, like no way. But that was an unequivocally good pickup. I don't care what. That's not even a Mariners fan. That's just a good ass pickup.
Yeah, dude. I've been following Naylor for, probably four or 5 seasons now, like keeping tabs on him. He's been on my fantasy team a couple times. He's kind of I think last year he had a bit of a breakout. I think it was like 2022 when that John Boy video came out of him just like going nuts on
this John Boy video.
Yeah, just going nuts on. I think it's the White Sox, but I think from then on he kind of became a little bit more of a household name than he ever was before. But he really up until last year had been kind of a sleeper first base pick in fantasy. So yeah, obviously hyped when he's on the team, and he's an interesting player to watch. He's so like serious and stoic, but he's just got that. He's got that energy behind him. He could just fly off at any moment. I feel like.
Yeah. Actually, him and Gino kind of weirdly have like a yin and yang thing going.
Yeah.
Gino's good vibes, and he's just like not fucking around vibes at all.
And that's like they asked him about an interview. They're like, "Yo, bro, why so serious?" It's just like, this is my job. It's my favorite thing in the world to do, and I just take it incredibly seriously. So like, if you think I look super serious when I'm out there, like I am. It's like he's like I'm trying to be like, 5 steps ahead of everybody else. Like, think if like, if the ball comes to me this way, I'm doing that. If the ball comes to me that. He's like, I honestly don't even talk to people when they're on first base, and it's not because I'm not trying to be friendly, but like, I'm just like trying to.
I'm not trying to be friendly.
Trying to play chess in my head.
I see that clip. Yeah,
that's
he's interesting. Also, he was talking about how he had that. Because I totally forgot about this. He had that horrific injury in Cleveland his first year when he was playing outfield.
Mm-hmm.
He collided, twisted his leg around, just like snapped his ankle. So he talks about really too. It comes from that he just thought he would never play again too. So he's like, anytime I'm back in. Since then, he's like, I've just taken every moment so seriously because I thought it'd be my last, and now it's 6 years later, and he's still super intense like that. But I love it. I think it's good for the Mariners, man. I think it's just a great piece to have, just all around, but also just that attitude. If we're talking about his intensity, I feel like we're definitely a happy-go-lucky team, good vibes only. But to have a dude like that who seems like he's genuinely just like he's just kind of old school, where he's just like I just want to win a World Series, bro. I don't care who I'm with. He's like, I just want to fucking win a World Series, any means necessary.
Absolutely. I just feel like he's a great fit for the team, honestly. We haven't had like a solid everyday first baseman for, a little while at least. It's been kind of a rotating cast of characters. So I hope this little trial run works out for both sides. So far so good, I think. And, I just hope he feels comfortable here to have conversations about extending, or the Mariners are willing to make offers. Because I think culturally he seems like a good fit, and definitely on the lineup seems like a good fit. And love a guy who has power potential, but also hits for average.
Yeah, Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, his approach, he can get a single. He's sick. I would have called him probably a little streakier in his previous couple seasons, but he has now turned into kind of a consistent guy, and he's 28. You kind of expect him to have one of those. I expect him to be pretty good for a couple years here. We'll see, but this is the guy who's 2-15 in fantasy, so don't take my word as law here. But man, that too interesting. It feels sometimes like Arizona's the only team that will do business with Dipoto, I guess.
No, you're not wrong, dude. Like, at least they will do deals of this caliber, and like in ways that feel like we're not getting ripped off. Like like the Naylor one, I get that he's like a rental and he's not lighting up the power charts this year. I think he's only got, with his home run tonight, he's got 13 home runs, which isn't nothing, but he's like a 30 home run potential guy for sure. And not quite sure he'll get there this year. But I was surprised at how little it took to get him. And then to think about Gino, I think they were saying he was going to cost a lot more than he did, and I was not bummed at all to give up what we gave up to get even a couple months of that potential.
Yeah.
And just like the history that Gino has, there's just the history that Gino has with the team. Even if he totally tanks and doesn't really have a great year, just he's a spark plug, and all the dudes on the team are familiar with him. So I feel like it was a good move either way, really.
Yeah.
Obviously, you want him to hit a bunch of homers, but we'll see.
Yeah, for wins all. It's an odd feeling to watch it. I feel like Jerry, we've seen him, trade. If we're just talking about fan favorites, not production, but we've definitely seen him trade a Seawald or a Graveman and, years to try to maybe go for it, but get a little bit off of, reliever prospect capital. And he kind of, in other things he says, I feel like turns this fan base to being like, man, this guy doesn't really have a finger on the pulse of the clubhouse, but it's just, obviously there's so much other stuff going on, but it's just, as you guys know, it's just odd. I don't know. I feel like we've just texted each other this past couple weeks. It's an odd feeling sitting back, just getting win-wins all around on the trade deadline, and also having just momentum. I feel like building up in this manner. It's good, man. It's good.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've never really gone in, at least in the last 5 to 6 years. I mean, you could say last year a little bit getting Randy. But yeah, it feels like we actually have like pushed some chips in and we're like ready to make a push.
Well, and even the combination, because like we're just a completely different team without Randy, Josh Naylor, and Gino now, and it's like I think that's the way of the league, because it's man. I'm just gonna say out loud, the ceiling is the highest it has ever been for this team.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to put money that they're going to win the World Series, and I'm actually kind of like, this could be the weird-ass year. I'm not trying to jinx it, but, like, we have so many guys like, Cole Young just come up and bat 9. Like, if Harry Ford, say, comes up at the what's it called, the playoff roster date.
Oh yeah, September.
September call-ups. Like, it's like the amount of pressure that we finally have a good solid set of position players, and then weirdly we have a bunch of position players looking to come up in our ranks. And then obviously our pitching staff needs to get back to where it was last year, but it's like not like that's not unattainable. Man, this fucking team, dude, it's crazy.
No, to talk about the pitching staff a little bit, I feel like certainly has underperformed from where they were last year, which hard to not expect a little bit of regression when you have like one of the all-time best rotations. Yeah. But Castillo's been solid, Woo's been solid, and if the two guys who you're like worried need to like step it up and find it again are Logan Gilbert and George Kirby, to me that's like the best case scenario, because it's not like like I would feel a lot worse if like Kirby and Gilbert were lights out and like Woo was struggling, Miller was struggling, Castillo was struggling, because I feel like the Gilbert and Kirby have the capacity to come back and like they're already proven that they can be at that level, where the other guys are still, Castillo kind of towards the end of his career, Woo and Miller a little bit unproven before this year. So, I feel like we're in a good position with that. And I think Kirby has been on the right track. His last few starts have been really good. Gilbert, I have confidence will figure it out again. I'm sure I worry that he's not fully healthy because he had all that time off and he's just not been great since he came back. But it could be worse, I think.
Yeah. No, I agree, man. And I mean, once these games start getting meaningful, we're going to really see, because I think there's one thing
Walter's going to come out.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's one thing about Kirby and Gilbert is they have these, like, kind of serious, like, kind of have that Naylor, psycho Naylor vibes.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I do have to say, just by looking at the standings coming into the pod, is the fucking Blue Jays are playing out of their mind right now, which I didn't realize. That's gonna be interesting if we get to the playoffs and we face the Blue Jays in a real 5-game series. Oh, talk about a Mariner wet dream. I hate to do them like this, but like, yeah, you're gonna win the regular season and then like have us be the Cinderella. You really don't want to see that.
Nah.
I don't think even the Toronto fans want to see that. So, I don't think anybody in the American League wants to see the Mariners in a 5-game because of our staff, but it'll be an interesting one. I mean, we still have to make the playoffs. Our division is rowdy now that also I didn't realize the Rangers had caught back up.
Yeah, the Rangers won today too against the Yankees. So the Rangers are a half game out. They're one game behind us. They're a half game out. Well, I mean, it looks like unless we totally fuck up, we're about to win this game. So we'd be a game and a half up. We're in the second wild card spot because the Yankees lost to them today. Yankees are in the third wild card spot,
and they're falling.
Dude, they've lost 5 in a row, and Boston has won 7 in a row.
Jesus.
The Yankees are in third place.
9-1 L10.
Yeah, the 9-1.
Yeah, dude.
So we can officially say Devers was the problem there in Boston.
They got those kids are killing it. Roman Anthony, that other dude they brought up.
Yeah, but come on, man.
Devers
went to the Giants, and they are extremely bad. They have gotten extremely worse. And Boston got extremely better. It's not a good look for my man, Raffy. Okay, here what you said though, and here why I mentioned all that is 2 questions here. One is, how important is winning the division for the Mariners this year? And the second question is, what's the difference between us winning a division or us making a wild card?
I mean, it's also close right now. I think it's a little tough to say because as it is right now, the AL West is again, it's hard to say because who knows what's going to happen. If the season ended today, AL West is the weakest division leader or the weakest record. So we'd be playing the wild card 3 in a 3-game or 2-game series. It's a 3-game series. Sorry. And then we'd have to go on to the winner of the division series. So that would mean, it's all very hypothetical. If the season ended today, we'd be playing Boston in a wild card series, which would be rowdy. And I think Boston's kind of like had our number the last couple of years. So I don't know. I don't know if I like that option. If we were to win out and say we swap places with Houston, we'd be playing. Again, if the season ended today, we'd be playing the Yankees in a wild card game. So if we win the series to get a bye in the wild card round, we would need to go on like a pretty hot streak and end up with a better record than as of right now, the Blue Jays or the Tigers. And they're about 6 and 7 games ahead of us right now.
So you're not worried about it, it sounds like. I just feel like there's a fervor, and I think a player said it right, where it was just like, why, like, I feel like they're looking to win the division. That is the goal, starting since the 2 guys showed up, the two Diamondbacks. What do you guys think?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, we play Astros one more time. I think we're done playing Texas.
That's right.
I think we play Astros. Here we got just
Weird schedule.
I think the last homestand of the season.
Yeah, last homestand, September. September 20th.
And we play them and then the Rockies and then the Dodgers, I think, to close out the season.
Yeah, that's crazy. Dodgers last series.
Yeah, Rockies.
I think we got a good chance, man. I say Astros got a lot of injuries. Like we were talking about, that Ranger series was the biggest series for us this year. And I was probably the biggest series in the past 3 to 4 years, I'd say, since we first made that playoff push. I think, we almost swept them. We came back twice in the 9th and the 10th with that Randy home run. I think it was kind of just a statement series. I think the AL West in general, is a little scared. It is funny though. I mean, we started this conversation with we're still 4 games back, but I feel like the Mariners are put now on the national spotlight of. It kind of has pressure of, if we blow it, this is going to be a monumental blow to not make the playoffs here. So there is that now in the back of your mind. This would be, not to put that in the air, but that would be huge not to make the playoffs this year.
Yeah. I mean, what would that? It's just.
I mean, I think you always want to go for the division, to go back to that conversation. Like, clearly we want to win the division because we want, you get a pennant for that. You want to win the division pennant. Yeah. But I guess my main point was more, unless we really go on a run and we really start racking up wins, we're most likely going to be playing in a wild card series, whether that's again as like a wild card 1 and 2 team, or as a wild card 3 and the 3rd division leader.
Yeah. Which could be which is probably going to be an AL West team, which will be such a sick wild card series. It'll be like us versus Houston, probably, if we don't win the division. Actually, so what you're saying is, if we win the division or don't win it, we're probably gonna play either.
I mean, it really depends on where we
play in Houston, is what you're saying. But if we win it, then we're probably playing like the Yankees or possibly the Guardians.
I mean, it's too close to tell, really. Like, because as of right now, we're at half a game or 1 game ahead as the wild card 2 team. So we'd be playing in that scenario. We'd be playing the wild card 1 team, but yeah, it's really hard to say. But to answer your question, there's a chance that regardless of what happens, we're playing Houston or Texas, whoever else is in the postseason from the West. I mean, Cleveland is only a game and a half out. They could, they're always scrappy. Although 2 of their relievers, I think, are like about to get a perma ban.
That Clase thing is insane.
Clase and I don't know the other dude very well, but I read both of them had their lockers cleared out today, which to me means they're probably at least done for the season.
Yeah, I read that too. Insane.
Wait, what happened there?
So they got flagged in for betting by like betting analyst groups, saying that and it was on like specific pitches that they threw, and like these specific pitches that they threw generated like a crazy disproportionate amount of bets. Like people like bet that this dude was going to spike a curveball in the left-hand batter's box like 2 times in a single at bat or something. And he did it. And a bunch of people got payouts from it. So they're like, now he's under investigation for basically like, did he do that on purpose? And that happened. And then like a couple weeks or a month later, Clase, the same situation where like specific pitches he was throwing were setting off red flags and like better watchdog groups.
It's crazy, bro. Dude, Clase got he mentally crumbled after he got rocked last playoffs, bro.
Yeah, I saw those pitches too. They're interesting stuff. Damn. All right. Well, I'll say we got Naylor on the 25th, and It just feels different, man. I mean, again, like it's going to take a couple more weeks, like you're saying, to kind of see where we're at in the horse race. But I feel like we are one of those teams that expect to win every game, and that is fucking cool. That's a new feeling for the Mariners, because even before the All-Star break, I felt like we were leaning on Dumper a little too hard, and now I'm kind of like, we just have guys like every inning at any moment. I feel like we got some guys, so that feels good, man. It's a fun team to watch with a healthy JP too, man. Like when he hit that home run, I was like, damn, that was crazy. Where's he hitting? 8? You know, it's like, damn, dude. JP was like one of our best players a couple of years ago. Now, you know, it's like, it just takes, like we've talked about with Julio, you know, it just takes pressure off everybody when there's just a guy behind you that can really do it. The last time we made the playoffs, we had Gino, you know, kind of felt like, what's different about us and our playoff team? He was a big difference, it felt like. So, man, this next 2 months are going to be fucking crazy.
We preach pro ABs, man, and this lineup it's a lot of dudes who can foul off good pitches, wait for mistakes, not just swing out their shoes, hope for a mistake every time, you know.
Yeah.
But it's pretty crazy. Also, the thing everybody preaches too right now is if we make the playoffs, everybody says, you know, really home runs are, you know, huge in the playoffs, obviously, but like just looking at the stats of the past 5 years, it really is like who can hit home runs or not. So this lineup is fucking crazy if you see him in the playoffs, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Striker.
And we have a weird record against aces too. I don't know if anyone saw it. I was trying to find that, but we have this weird like 6-1 record against aces right now.
Yeah, I think we beat DeGrom 3 times this year.
Yeah.
Crazy. DeGrom, Skubal twice, I think.
Oh yeah, we beat Skubal.
It's like
I swear, like I would obviously need to see some like actual statistics, but I feel like in general this team plays up or down to its competition. Like there's been so many series where against like, man, this is gonna be a fucking hard series. We really need to like win this series against the Astros, and then we'll sweep them at home or some shit, or like, you know, like, oh man, we gotta beat DeGrom on a Sunday to like take this series after losing a tough game last night in extras. It seems really hard to do, and we just kind of like crush him. And then there'll be games where like, all right, we got a chill series against the White Sox. We need to just stack up some wins and like, knock on wood, we played well tonight against them. But like, there's been so many times like we'll get swept by one of the shittiest teams in the league because we just take the foot off the gas a little bit. And
for sure,
you can't be doing.
They said the stat was second best record against above 500 teams in the league.
Yeah. Damn, that's good.
Pretty good.
That's good.
But yeah, then it's also, why are we not beating under 500 teams?
Yeah, and I shared the record since you said we picked up Naylor on the 25th. I shared the record since then. I only shared that because it was funny because it's almost exactly 54%. But you know, great. You know, we're 6-5 over that time. I'm guessing that doesn't include tonight, so maybe 7-5. I think, you know, a week or two to let the new dudes gel. I guess let them like settle in. I expect us to be playing real serious over the next couple weeks to gain some ground on the Astros.
Yeah. And we got to make the playoffs, or at least make that chase, because.
Well, no, it's a massive disaster if we don't make the playoffs.
Yeah, Mariners versus Astros, there's some bad blood there with that Rafi Ray history. Mariners versus Yankees, come the fuck on. It's the Yankees.
Yeah.
Mariners versus Blue Jays, I don't think people really understand what kind of bad. But like, I think the Mariners and the Blue Jays know it, but I don't think the rest of the world really understands that there's a rivalry there, a real one. and they're fucking pissed about the wild card games, I'm sure. But add Naylor to that mix, mix the sauce, and then put Psycho J in there, man. Whoa, whoa. That's high drama.
Well, also he's Canadian too.
I was gonna say, he is Canadian.
Oh man. I think Toronto's definitely gonna try to poach him then next year. Damn.
Dude, so to go back to like, if are we gonna make the playoffs? Should we? Do we need to make the playoffs? Like, I think, like I said, it would be a disaster if we didn't, since we've made this push. But even though we didn't give up much to get Naylor and Suarez and this relief guy who's been pretty good so far, the Caleb, whatever his name is.
Caleb Ferguson, I think.
Yeah, he's been good in the couple times he's gone in. I wish we would have gotten another like leverage arm for the bullpen, but can't have it all, I guess. But no, my point is, I think more so than all of that being a reason we need to perform well is we have some question marks going into next year. I think, like, obviously Naylor and Suarez, free agents. Pretty sure Randy's a free agent. And that's a huge chunk of this powerful lineup that we're talking about. And so I think, proving to those guys that we are able to be the team to get to the playoffs and to build some goodwill there. And then, hopefully they all perform well and they want to stay here. The team wants to keep them here. Because otherwise that's like 3 massive holes we have to fill again: first base, third base, and a corner outfield position.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah,
you get in the playoffs. If you at least win a series, it's way easier to open up the checkbooks a little bit.
Absolutely. And I mean, it was promising. The article that came out today talking about Julio and Randy have like a brotherly relationship. So I'm hopeful that means that Randy likes to be here and the team wants Julio to be happy. So let's work something out. And he's had a solid year for sure, but he's not. I don't think he's going to be commanding like a crazy contract that we can't afford, because he's still got a little bit of holes in his game here and there. So
yeah, it'll be interesting what his preference is too, because I feel like there will probably be one team that like pays high on him because he's got a high suit. He's Randy, but I'm with you. I don't think his stock is where it necessarily would have been if he just had a couple well, I guess he was an all-star this year. That's going to help him a lot in the offseason, get more money. But
he's not had a bad year by any means. He's just not.
Yeah, he's just not the superstar, the number top 10 in the league. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which he definitely. That playoff run.
Well, if he plays the way, if he could put together a season where he's playing the way he's been playing the last 2 months for the entire season, he would be that level of superstar. But
yeah, you're right.
I think he had a really bad. He had a very Julio type start to the season. Both of them were slumping pretty hard through May.
Him and Julio are similar in a lot of ways. Where they came up at the same age a little bit, and then they're all they get hated on. I swear they both get hated on, because people want them to be, the Barry Bondses, but they're pretty fucking solid year in, year out.
Absolutely, yeah. Julio, the first player with 4 seasons to start his career, 2020. Yeah. Randy's had 5 2020 seasons in a row. That's a very solid player. Maybe it's not the superstar of all superstars you hope either of them would be, but it's nothing to smirk at, I feel like.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, baseball's a funny sport, man. It's if you show people how high your ceiling can go, somehow fans get mad at you when you're not every day completing that. When it's at the end of the day, it's a slow grind,
Dude, it's the grindiest sport
4 or
of
5
all
players
sports,
in the fucking league who ever do that too. It's just
totally,
it's insane.
Totally. And yeah, you're right. It's such a grind, and to you're just out there like every day, just like facing your fucking demons. Like,
yeah, just failing, dude. All this.
Like, bro, I'm not gonna swing at this fucking outside slider. I'm not gonna fucking do it. You're just getting rocked by outside sliders all fucking day.
Ass hobby bias.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great, dude.
I mean, all three of us.
Palancas.
Yeah, true.
What are you gonna say?
No, I'm saying all three of us have played the show, man. We know personally.
It's true, dude. The finger jerk, bro. The Palanca is a great example. He didn't even get picked up by a team last year until the last couple weeks, and then hit 10 home runs or something in like a month and a half. Like, he cooled off, but he looks pretty solid right now too. It's just baseball is a hard.
He's another dude. I think we only gave him a single year contract, right? So that's another dude who's going to be walking. And I would say maybe I would like to bring back Randy and Naylor, and I'd like to bring back Randy and Naylor for sure.
Yeah,
Suarez is getting old. Suarez is getting old. I don't know if we bring him back.
Yeah, especially with Williamson. Williamson looks pretty good, but definitely Naylor with Locklear going, and definitely right now there's some gaps in the outfield for the future. They're
I don't think they would have let
11 right now, so that they probably only max make 50. I don't think anyone's getting that Teo contract of 20 a year. I mean, that's pretty crazy, but I think they're going to be in. Naylor might be in 15-ish.
What do you mean with Locklear gone?
I was just gonna say
we traded him.
Yeah, we traded Locklear for Suarez.
He's probably next in line for first baseman.
Yeah, and so that is an interesting point, because part of me feels like they wouldn't have been so quick to move on Locklear if they didn't at least have intent. I mean, I think it's too early to tell if like Naylor would want to re-sign him. They'd only had him for a few days at that point. But if they didn't have intentions of at least like having serious conversations about that.
Yeah, totally. I think so.
Locklear hit a home run yesterday.
Is he playing for Arizona?
He's a pretty solid player.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah,
it'd be good. I like.
Yeah,
that. I love Naylor though.
He had good minor league stats, but I mean, God, you're right. Having good minor league stats means close to not shit when you got guys like Kellenic out there. You know?
I knew you were gonna bring him up, dude.
Sorry, like, dude is the king of MLB. The triple, he's the quadruple A god, but like, it just weird. And I think it's like what we've always talked about on the show, and what we all like learn is like you're saying, or like what you just said. The grind is real. The grind is real, dude.
Yeah, one of the homies from Blitzball is a Braves fan, and we commiserate over the career of Jerry Kellenic.
Dude, his
Jared Kellenic has a 900 OPS in the minor leagues.
Oh my god,
that's crazy. It's insane.
You,
280, not 8 or like 850, 900 OPS. That's insane, bro.
Boy, he's gonna have a statue outside of fucking Cheney Stadium in East Tacoma. Yeah, man, I'm with you. We're gonna have to see, but I'll say again, juxtaposition here from last year where we were actually winning the division, actually in the playoffs, and everybody, including ushers at the stadium, were like, yeah, we're not going to make it this year. And now we're like literally on the cusp, and I'm like, everybody's locked in. You can't even like, if you're a Mariners fan and you're hating now, you might as well just jump off the bandwagon, because
true.
They did what they fed. Fools got fed, so it's time to cook. I don't know. That's kind of bad.
True. Team. It's a smart team.
Yeah, I agree.
Which is dangerous in the playoffs, man.
Yeah.
Damn, Kellenic was just sent back.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kellenic had been called back up, but he just got sent back to AAA today.
Damn. How many times? He might break the record for most time demoted and promoted.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail the conversation, but I was just trying to look up what he was doing.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Kels, he's just a great example of like why you trade the Locklears when you're in a win now mode. I mean, I'm with you. Like, we're gonna have to offer Naylor some serious money, probably on the same, plane as what we gave Dump. Even if we don't offer him money, I don't necessarily think it's the worst move, because Locklear 50-50 that he's good. He might be really good. I mean, he did have really good minor league numbers, but we need to win. We need to make the playoffs today. We have to get rid of some pieces. We knew that coming in. Yeah. And if it wasn't, it's better Locklear than Bryce Miller. That's all I'm going to say to me today.
Now, yeah, I mean, we have a lot of...
what I'm saying? Like this year.
Yeah. We have a lot of other really valuable farm pieces too that we could have... Like, Locklear, I think, was a top... He was a highly ranked first base prospect, but he wasn't in the top 100. And we have 8 or 9 guys, I think including Cole Young, in the top 100. And to not have had to move any of those was a massive win for us.
Crazy, yeah. Especially looking at the Padres just getting rid of their top 10 run.
I mean, that makes
generational.
I was going to say that makes sense. He's, I think he's had kind of a shitty year, but I think it's hard to pin that on him playing in that whack ass stadium in Sacramento in like 100-degree heat. But yeah, that makes sense. I get moving top 100 prospects if it's right, but yeah, glad we didn't.
It's true. I think going back to that winning now, it's like, in it, this contract thing might, fly fire against under these guys too. It's either if they want to stay or not. They want to get a contract too. So it's for them. There's a lot of dudes on this team who are in a win now mode, and there's a lot of money on the table too. Just looking from a taking a step back from a Mariners perspective, there's a lot on the line for a lot of these dudes to make the playoffs and have a good rest of their year. So, like we just listed Polanco, Suarez, Naylor, Randy, like all these dudes, regardless, they're gonna be on the Mariners. If they finish off the year strong, they're getting all those dudes are getting to 15.
Yeah, I mean, even the young guy like Dom Canzone and Cole Young, they're fighting to prove that they're the outfielder and second baseman of the future.
Yeah.
That traditionally breeds winning. That's what Josh gets so frustrated by. He's like got this whole thing. I don't want to call it new because he's been spouting it, but like every time I see, he's like, I just don't get rebuilding. He's like, I don't think rebuilding is a real thing, Jess. He's like, there's all these teams that never rebuild and are good every fucking year. It's like, he's like, you got to just have a echelon, and then when you just keep feeding in the new guys, and then like let them get the competition, like put them in direct competition for like. I bet you Williamson's playing his fucking ass off right now, because it's
he had a triple in his first at bat. I'm pretty sure his first game back at AAA.
That's sick. It's like it's got to be that way, It's been done that way for a long time.
Totally, he's in a great position, particularly because if he can just go back and he is an elite defender already. If he can just go back and focus on like learning to hit for a little more power and learn to, honestly, even not forget hitting for power, learn to walk more, because he had a fairly low on base percentage. If he had a better on base percentage, it would make up for the fact that he's not a big power hitter. But I think he's got a good approach, and his glove, the value his glove adds makes up for, some lack of power for sure.
Yeah.
Dude, love a good defensive third baseman, bro.
Yeah.
You can't get enough of that. DeBoto, I actually saw that interview with DeBoto. He had very high praise for Ben Williamson. He literally goes, if we make the World Series, we wouldn't have done it without Ben Williamson this year. I was like, damn, bro.
Damn.
Okay. I was like, that boy has got a spot. That's what's up.
Damn.
Also, this is kind of sidetracking, but I wanted to bring it up. I was watching this Jeff Passan interview with some local sports radio dudes, like the Brock and whatever show.
Yeah.
He said Jeff Passan stopped following the Mariners at trade deadline because he was 100% sure they were going to get Joan Durant. That was the last thing he looked at. And then he started tracking other teams, and he was like, "Oh shit, the Phillies got him." And then he said the Mariners did a really good job pivoting everything, and then going after Suarez.
Damn.
And I was like, "Wow, that's interesting." But I wonder. Basically, he said the Phillies upped the offer at the last second, and the Mariners weren't going to do it. So I kind of I wonder what the offer was. I wonder how much they were asking for, if they're going to ask for a top 10 prospect for us. But who knows? I just thought it was an interesting thing to bring up.
Yeah, they probably wanted at least one of the top 100 prospects for sure.
Yeah.
Sure. What? Yeah, what? Sorry. Yeah, that's... What changed? Why? Yeah, what? Like, is it the fans? Is it the pressure on the fans? Has the management changed a little bit? But it feels like this year and then a little bit last year. Like, is it that they're in win now? What do you think? Has anything
I don't think
changed?
I don't think the fans have any as much as they would like to think that they had.
Okay.
I think everyone thinks if they bitch on Reddit and don't go to a couple less games than they went to the year before, the management's gonna be like, "Oh my god, we need to bring in the two best hitters at the deadline because Joe Schmo didn't buy 30 hot dogs this year." No, dude, that's.
Yeah.
I don't think they have as much Clearly, if everybody stopped going to games, it's going to send some sort of message. But that's not happening because some loud dude on Reddit says that's going to happen. I think...
So that's actually a metaphor for Reddit in general, too.
Yeah, right. No, I think really what it is that they saw, the development that Cal made. We're having a historic season from a catcher. JP's put together a nice season. Julio and Randy have been, I would say their seasons for, again, going back to their ceiling and what people expect of them, have been quiet seasons but productive seasons. Polanco being what he was, at least some of what he was expected to be when we initially signed him. And then the young pieces that we brought up really performing, which historically hasn't happened for us. But I think to bring up both Cole Young and Ben Williamson and have them both consistently hitting 250 over their first few months in MLB, huge. So I really do think they just saw it was the time to add where they could add. I think with the two moves that they made offensively, it made this an incredibly formidable lineup with very few holes in it. And I left Dom Canzone out of that too, but since he's come up, he's hitting really well. He hit another home run tonight. But yeah, I think they saw the opportunity where if we do go in and we do get these two guys and we do get just a couple pieces, it makes us a complete team. Whereas, I think in years past, we were maybe more than a move or two away from being where we needed to be.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Totally
I mean,
agree.
and again, this is some Mariner, sprinkle a little Mariner delusion in here, but I'm talking, playoffs, deep playoff run, caliber-esque team. Am I crazy to say that, even though we're on
No, because it's a deep team. Once we get, assuming the people who are healthy now stay healthy, and then say we get healthy Luke Raley back, healthy Victor Robles back, and those are our bench pieces.
Oof.
And then, then Demo for defensive versatility, and then if I don't know exactly how much space I don't know all the numbers, but at least if those are the dudes you're talking are coming off your bench or who are rotating in, platooning, things like that, I think that's a really deep lineup. Yeah. And I think the ceiling on the pitching, like we were talking about earlier, is incredibly high. And, say what you will about Gilbert's season, but you don't want to see that dude in a in a 3-game postseason series.
No.
You don't want to see Kirby on a win or go home game.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that would be interesting in a 3-game series. We're probably going to see Wu and Castillo for the game 1 and 2, right? Kind of. It also, man, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's just answer those questions later on the podcast. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to see how September plays out, because I think Kirby has had a couple of really consistent starts after like a rough comeback after being on the IL. I think if he has a solid September, he's clearly the number 2 at this point. I think his ceiling and potential is just incredible. I think he's in my opinion, I think he's the best starter on the team when he's at his best.
Yeah.
I
agree.
Pitching Ninja would agree too.
Yeah, well, and then you can't deny what Wu's done. I think he pitched 7 innings of 2-hit ball tonight with 9 strikeouts. Yeah. So, like, again, it's against the White Sox, but still, he's pitched to a point where he deserves the postseason start. And then I think Kirby, and I don't think anybody on the team would disagree. Even the other pitchers would probably say Kirby's got to be the number 2, unless he's just on a streak of like terrible starts.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. And then so Piedra literally could be a game 3. Oh man, the depth.
He's been looking solid too.
The fucking depth of this team is unparalleled in the last decade of watching the Mariners.
Yeah. The pitching depth is crazy. Like, what do you?
The meatiest we've ever had in the last 10 years.
Yeah, and like,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to see Logan Gilbert coming out of the bullpen either, if that's like what it ends up being.
Wow.
Nobody wants to face that shit.
Yeah,
it's true. Kirby,
I'm just against having starters pitch in the 9th against Houston. That's my only.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna just not pitch. What do you do if
Kirby did it against the Blue Jays?
Yeah, Kirby did it against the Blue Jays.
You're right.
But yeah, what are you gonna do? Just like
you
not
don't remember
pitch
those.
a pitcher of that caliber? Like,
nah, I mean,
if
we're getting to a 3-game series, if we're in a wild card, which it sounds like we're gonna be, regardless if we win the division or not, it's all hands on deck.
But even in the 5 and 7 game series in the postseason, the way that the games are spaced out, they usually are able to just rock with 3 starting pitchers.
You're right.
So like,
yeah.
I think that leaves a question of like, how do we do that? How do we handle that? Do we go with the hot hand and like keep the starting pitchers in there who are winning? Do we really keep with the 5-man thing, or do we move 1 or 2 of them to like a long relief or like weird closer type role?
Do the 4 innings, the 4-inning starter or whatever, pull them at the 4th no matter what, and they put in the long reliever.
Yeah, you don't want to see a game with 4 innings of Kirby and 4 innings of Gilbert.
Kirby, Logan back to back. Yeah, that would be wild. That would be statement.
That would be what.
Yeah, again.
That would be. Yeah.
That's a Dipoto wet dream right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're at time. That's a great conversation, but next pod, let's do some predictions, playoff predictions, maybe, or maybe wait a pod or 2 from then. But fuck, thanks for getting this pod together, Tobe, and I'm glad you made it. And
oh yeah, thank you guys.
This is true excitement, man. I can't deny. Like,
even the team feels complete, more complete than it's been in years.
And I when I get down. You know what I get? Starbucks franchise, GPT franchise. The other day I was bitching. I was like, man, is it just me, or did we just let Gino go for nothing? And, and he was like the reason we made the playoffs. I was just getting on one of those old Mariner ass tangents that.
No, you're right, dude.
Back corner or Reddit ass tangent, but
You can't deny it does feel a little bit gross and weird to like trade for a guy that we just so easily let like that we traded away because his contract was too expensive or whatever. Who really wanted to be here.
People say that about Teo, but I just in my heart of hearts believe that he wanted to be a Dodger, as in I think Gino wanted to be a Mariner. Fuck yeah. So
yeah.
No, the way he talks about Seattle, it seems like he really likes it, and I don't know. I feel like it's got to be. I think he's got young kids. I think it's got to be hard with young kids to like constantly move around like that. When you see him like make friends and shit, and like start to settle in, and you're just like, oh, well, we got to move completely other side of the country. Sorry, girls.
Daddy strikes out too much apparently. He hits a lot of home runs.
Yeah.
It's funny how he talks about his like, why he's like, so I told her we got to move to Seattle. I'm like, it's so funny to think that the wives like don't keep up on the news. They're like, what? You got traded? Like every fan in the country's like, damn, Gino's getting traded to Seattle. And then she's like, how was your day, honey? He's like, you didn't hear the news? She's like,
yeah,
I don't
gotta get on it.
It's all like I pay attention to you, but I don't really like know about like.
No, I feel like they're locked in. They probably got a list of all the teams that are on the fringe and making the playoffs. And she's like, oh man, sir, because they were like, yeah, we didn't think we were gonna go to the Mariners after the Naylor trade, and then so they were probably circling 3 other teams and being like, oh well. And then I feel like as the player, you just can't think about it. So I feel like the families are actually the ones who's probably think about it a lot,
Yeah.
Or I mean, I know you were making a joke, but yeah, that's. But yeah, what did they say? They're homies with Castillo's family or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said their wives are good friends.
That's what's up.
Because they were both in Cincinnati too, I think, at the same time.
Oh, true.
I wonder if there's like a guy. Yeah.
No, you go.
No, you go, man.
It's just funny. I get this feeling of watching them where I'm like, the frustrations have left. Watching a team, that's just so weird. Every inning, I'm just like just calm watching the Mariners. Now I'm just like, man.
Yeah, down by 3.
Down by 3. There's always a chance.
Bases, and then even when we lose, I'm like, that one got away. Laguna. I just blame it on Laguna or whatever. I'm just like, word, middle relief or like starter. Like it wasn't fucking Castillo's best day or whatever.
No, I'm literally like, damn. So this is what it feels like, a tiny bit. A tiny fraction of what some teams just feel like every day for their whole entire life.
That like top 1 to 9 is I can't tell you how good that fucking feels, man.
Yeah, right.
That's like
scary sight.
Getting rid of like years of back pain or something. It's like
it was funny watching DeGrom, like aging DeGrom, just like facing that lineup is probably just like, oh, what the fuck? Like a week ago, this lineup was kind of chill to face. Like, God damn, dude. Get rocked. Also, shout out DeGrom, bro. How long he's been pitching? Like 15 years plus. He's only given up 3 home runs like 6 times, they said, in a game. That's crazy. That's so many games
you know who
that he's pitched.
Off ace pitchers?
Who?
The most hated. Jay Rodian.
Jay Rodian does, yeah.
That dude always steps up against a big team matchup, which... crazy.
It's almost like he's good at baseball or something, no matter what. No matter what the haters want you to think.
So funny.
Bro is kind of good at baseball.
Yeah.
So funny.
I know.
He's only 24 years old.
I was about to say, he's born in 1991,
Dude.
Or, sorry, 2001. Damn. He was born in 2001, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
well, on that note, shout out Ichiro, baby.
Oh yeah,
the Hall of Fame.
That was the first shout out we should have made. Shit, Ichi boy, Ichi bomb.
What a fucking speech.
Yeah, that was sick. I watched it like twice.
Legend.
Yeah, that was great. Kansas City is hotter than a 2 rats fucking in a sock or something like that. That's my favorite Ichiro.
That's so funny. Yeah, he referenced that, and then I think like I couldn't tell if he was like trying to make a joke. I feel like he like thanked a bunch of people, and then he sounded like he was just gonna like go on with the speech, and then he like finally thanked his wife, and I think he was trying to be like a little cheeky about that, like, oh, I'm not gonna thank my wife, and then like his like bit about going to the baseball game and having a hot dog with his wife was super touching.
Yeah.
He's a real class act, and I cannot wait for his statue unveiling. They better get it right, though.
They will.
He's gonna have a sick one with that pose, man.
It's gonna be the
fucking the chin-ups on that thing.
That's sick. Damn, it's crazy that Griffey and him just already have a signature, like, because we all knew Griffey's was just gonna be the swing, which it was, and now we know Ichiro's is just gonna be.
I mean, it's got to be that. What else would it be?
It's got to be.
It could be him bending down.
I guess,
doing like the thigh stretch.
It's got to be that one. It's gonna be sick.
His Hall of Fame plaque is sick. He like has a little smirk.
Yeah,
I thought that was good.
Yeah,
I thought that was good. First Japanese baseball player inducted. That's
so cool.
That's big, man. That's big. Yeah, man, I will say it feels good to be a Mariners fan today. It really does.
Yeah,
Shay's in good.
Truly,
Shay's in good hands. We got
it's gonna be a fun couple months.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be. I'm gonna probably try to watch every game here on out because
I think we're about to get August Julio too. Homie's heating up.
Yeah, he looks locked. He looks locked in.
That's good. Well,
I think too for him, he's such a. We haven't got to tap into this, but the Julio hate is just so funny, and for him to get that accomplishment, that's got to just feel like a big F you to everyone, just like get off my nuts type of vibe.
Yeah.
That 100 first whatever, the 2020 first 4, and then the 100th home run off DeGrom.
I think he's got good people. I think he's got good people in his corner because he seems really good at just keeping it positive, and like I follow him on Instagram. He's just on the off day, he's just like watching anime and chilling.
Just watching One Piece.
Yeah, it just seems like he's not stressed. Like he's in the grind and just not trying to cut the noise out and do what he likes. And yeah, he's on he was Naruto a couple years ago. Now he's really into One Piece.
Dude, he just smokes a tree and just watches One Piece. Hangs out him and Victor roleplays with his monkey, and then just smoke Dro, watch One Piece.
I know, me and Tobe were talking about that. I was like, damn, you think J-Rod's a pot smoker? And he's like, dude, he has a picture with Kevin Durant. Awesome.
Kevin Durant said, who would you be in the MLB? And he goes, oh, my boy Julio, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, okay.
He uses the little leaf emoji too much to not smoke weed. Dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
dude. On his stories, it'll be like a sunny day, and it's just like a picture of a building upside down and like a little tree emoji, a little leaf, like the falling leaf emoji. Like, damn, bro's gassed right now.
Man, just I don't know what what's the opposite of a nightmare blunt rotation, like a heaven, like like a
dream rotation.
Blunt, dream blunt rotation.
Blunt rotation. Him and JP. Just like listening to reggae, bro. They probably get fucking blown.
Yeah. Dude, yes.
I bet Dover probably hits the shit once and is just on it.
Dover.
Good, Dover? He's like, yeah, good.
Dover drinks light beers for sure.
Yeah, Dover. Dover doesn't strike me as a big, but that's sick, man. Yeah, we're gonna keep the good vibes going, and I think our little trio, we've been in the Mariners fandom for so long and been doing this pod that there's a hater side. Like I get tangent-y on the motherfucking chat when they suck. I'm the first one to come out and talk mad shit, but it's not where I want to be in life, I just want to root for my team and just be chill about it. Like, I think we're all like, yeah, it's a disappointment if they don't make the playoffs, but I don't even really put my, not making the playoffs is just par. You know, like we're gonna hit an eagle is how I feel. You know, I don't. I think there's like it's fun to lean into the positive side of it, which is like there's a lot of upside, and we are in the fucking chase. So it's gonna be interesting. That's where I feel like most Mariners fans are, man.
Truly. It's fun to watch a little accountability too. I think that's the other thing I was going to mention earlier.
Yep.
It's good, you know.
Yeah.
Dudes get dropped if you're not performing, man.
Well, everybody except one dude, but we don't. Again.
God, that guy's lucky.
He also has big ass walks. Like he sucks all the time, but then once in a while we'll just have like a really clutch walk. You know,
he's praying for a damn walk, bro. Motherfucker could not hit a fastball.
Dude, I thought we should have just left. Like we should have just left him in Texas. We should have just been like, "Hey, Texas, you want your guy back? Take him." Shit. Fuck, dude. Yeah, so that's the one. That's the one downside. But yeah, man, good shit, guys, and let's do this again in like next week or the week after to touch base on what the vibe is, because we're gonna have to do some vibe checks going down to this chase, because this fucking playoffs or die. That's how we're doing it.
POD POOD.
Bone Thugs and Harmony, let's get POD'd.
I'm going to the game tomorrow. That should be fun.
Oh, yeah. Versus the Southsiders?
Southside.
Who's all going?
Go a couple people from work, yeah.
Oh, tonight.
Should be fun, yeah. Yeah, pull up if you want.
The work crew, man, it's my first week back at work, and I am fucking.
Oh yeah, I feel that,
tired, bro.
I feel that.
Yeah. This one's for you though. That's fucking Julio in the game.
Yeah. Let's go.
Does he still date a soccer player?
I think they broke up.
Oh shit. Really?
Jess, now's your chance, man. Slide in his DMs.
What's his name on
Oh, maybe they are still. ChatGPT tells me that or Google AI tells me they're still dating. So who knows how?
They probably have they probably have an AI for celebrity dating. Scans their social medias and shit.
Scans their retinas. Yeah. Damn.
You gotta make a Jess. I was gonna say I could do this off the pod, but you gotta make if you do that AI thing, you should try to make a game that's like that. What was like the Connect 4 baseball thing, like another type of those games. Those things are pretty fun.
Yeah.
What was
Immaculate Grid?
Immaculate Grid, bro. Yeah. J-Rod Show 4-4.
You're right. There's parts of AI that is really dumb. I can't try to explain it, but. I mean,
damn! I think they are still together. She was in his house got broken into in June.
Uh-huh.
And she was in the house and had to lock herself in the closet and call 911.
Oh,
damn.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's gnarly.
Damn. What's her name?
Jordan Witema.
About her.
Jordyn. Her last name is.
My guess. Oh yeah. My guess is that
she's like famous for women's soccer, Canadian.
Oh yeah. Yeah, my guess is that he posted her, and then like fools were just harassing her or some shit, so he was just like.
Yeah, I think these two locked the fuck in during the season too, because she's hella good too. I think they're both signed to Adidas.
Oh yeah, they both
have like a commercial together.
about each other at all. Is she on the Seattle soccer team? Or...
Yeah, she's on the Reign.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they don't post anything about each other, man. That's pro. That's just pro. That's just pro lock-in. That's what I call pro lock-in.
Yeah, I think that's kind of why I thought they broke up, because they used to post at least they would be in each other's reels and stuff.
Yeah, no, that's how I knew that they were even dating, because they were like...
This, folks, for anyone who's still watching, this right here is some of the golden pod moments.
This is
the
the
TBHS show right here. This is where we get down to the nitty gritty, man.
I'm with you. I think they broke up. Yeah, why would she be in the closet?
Why would she be at his house? Why is she at his house when it got broken?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know what? When people, she let the break in there.
Oh, true.
Oh,
she set him up. She set that boy up.
Shit.
What if they stole? He just had hella weed. Damn, bro. They stole my fucking keys, bro.
Over $194,000 in jewelry and high-end purses were stolen.
Damn.
Oh, they're definitely dating. Why would he have high-end purses in his closet?
Yeah.
Well, I guess you can have high-end man. They do like guys. Nah. Damn.
Motherfucker got licked.
Damn, bro. He had $200,000 worth of straight.
They caught the people who did it too.
What was their deal?
I think they just knew the rich dude with hella jewelry in his house. They're gonna try and...
Yeah, I kind of remember during this there was like a streak. There was like a streak of famous people that were getting their house burnt, like Macklemore and a couple other people got.
That's crazy though, because you think like I feel like stealing jewelry at that level is like, these are like custom pieces that you're stealing. Like, what are you gonna do with it?
Yeah, can't do shit, dude. Unless you have a guy who can take out every jewel that's cut.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, I guess you need to like find like like a criminal jeweler to like help you break down the piece and like resell it raw or something. Yeah, you know, I don't know. It seems like
which is the more heads you. I mean, just because I watch mob movies, the more heads you add onto a scheme, the more like you're gonna get caught on certain shit.
Yeah.
You got like 3 jewelers to it. Like where the fuck do all these loose diamonds come from that don't have any certificates?
Mm-hmm.
No, on the other end, that probably happens a lot.
I mean, Robin McLemore, I get that. But you call yourself a Mariners fan, you gonna rob Julio? Sorry. That's the late night. Actually, I take that all back, y'all.
Nah, that's probably, what if it was just his hater?
I take that back.
What if it was a Julio hater?
Oh, what if it was a Blue Jay? Yeah, you're right.
It was Hector Neris.
What if it was, what if it was Kellenic? Yeah. Kellenic, he got sent down, so he had to mask up because he was gonna get to the bag either way.
Bro, you know what's crazy, bro? If Kellenic really never comes up as a journeyman like we all predicted 4 years ago that he would be, he might in his baseball reference / wiki, his greatest achievement will be coining the nickname Big Dumper.
Yeah, 100%.
Which he probably definitely for sure was just making fun of him during that and thought Cal was a bitch. Probably he was like, "Yeah, I'm Big Dog, bro.
Yeah,
you're frumpy.
Yeah,
I'm cut, bro."
What if they made a movie about a guy who gets cut from the big leagues and then goes on a house robbing spree, kind of like Spring Breakers, but with like minor league players? Yeah.
Oh shit! The same dude robbed Luis Castillo's house and Blake Snell's house and Richard Sherman's house.
Damn! So he was just doing celebs.
Yeah.
In Seattle,
they all probably live in like the same
base celebs. Yeah.
from East Side neighborhood.
Yeah.
I think they're all probably on Mercer Island. That's where Julio's
yeah.
house is.
That's all in Mercer Island. Damn. That's pretty baller.
All committed by the same two people.
Do they have pictures of the dudes?
Also an attempted burglary at the home of Edgar Martinez.
Oh my god. But then what happened? He had this
Edgar pulled up with the strap.
Yeah.
Edgar pulled up with the fucking
he had this straight.
fucking
Edgar had to hit him with the blammy.
Rolled out with the light bat, dude. Edgar just standing in the doorway with the light bat.
He's just shagging balls.
Security. Yeah, he's like,
he's shagging balls at him.
You think you could steal from a Hall of Famer?
Hot corner.
Hot corner.
Eyes up. Dude, shout out Edgar.
Shout out Edgar. No,
shout out Dan Wilson.
He never played third base, dude. He was getting injured immediately every time he played third.
True.
They don't call it. Damn, that'd be a sick drill name. Designated hitter. Okay, we got to end the pod.
the designated hitters.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
It's like a rap crew.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
All right, y'all.
Shout out. Another one thing, just because we're on that late night baseball hippie tip, is I was thinking they should have a UK drill night. That would be so.
You know I'd be there, dude.
That would be good.
They had like.
I'd be there.
Fucking Skepta or like.
We gotta bring up Harry Ford though.
Oh,
Millions.
There you go.
Harry.
My guy, Millions.
Harry.
Millions.
Yeah, dude.
It's not. This
ain't no regular bag.
This ain't no regular bag. Shit is hard.
It's not a bad baseball song. It's like baseball bag. Like
baseball bag. Right there with you, man.
Very nice. Very nice.
All right, go Mariners, y'all. Go Mariners. Fuck all the other teams. Let's do it.
Absolutely, forever and
World
always.
Series 2025 bound. WS.
Ha ha ha.